Nick Hajazi, the founder of the Mendez Cartel, the Natty King, the last true Natty Crusader, the one true heir to O'Hearn's throne. Today's a rest and recovery day, which means I did some kind of abs and cardio, as you can see on the screen right now. Did a little bit of abs and cardio to keep myself ticking over. And as you guys know, what I do on my rest and recovery days is answer comments from my YouTube videos. So if you've got anything you want to ask me, put them in the comment section of any of my YouTube videos and I'll answer your questions on rest days like I'm doing today, people. So let's get into the questions. But before I get into the questions, people, my community, the Mendez Cartel, if you want to get in great shape naturally, if you want full access to all my training programs with new programs being released every single month, the Advanced Bro Split is coming out this month, so join now. I can really help you in there, provide you with 24/7 support to get in the best shape possible during this winter arc. Join my community, link in the description. All right, people, let's get to bloody work. First question is from Frankie Wheeler, 1978. What do you do for forearms? I'm a guy, I'm going to be honest, I don't directly train my forearms. Okay, I don't directly train them. I've got decent forearms. Do I believe you need to train forearms that get good forearms? No, I don't think you need to. If you do any exercise, you're doing a weighted pull-up, your forearms are getting loads of activation. You're doing a one-arm row, your forearms are getting activation. You're doing a deadlift, your forearms are getting activation. You're doing a squat, even holding the bar there, your forearms are getting activation. You're doing an incline bench, your forearms are getting activation. Every single exercise, pretty much, your forearms are getting some kind of activation. So in my opinion, there's really no need to hit them directly. Saying that, there are guys with far better forearms than me that do train them directly. So you can still build good forearms, not training them, but to build world-class forearms, then you probably have to train them. My forearms are all right. They're not incredible, but they're decent. But if I wanted even better forearms, I would probably have to hit them directly and do some direct forearm exercises. So to get good forearms, you can get away with not training them. I don't train them. But if you want world-class, like crazy forearms that rival your arms, you want like arms for forearms, you want mad forearms, then you'd probably have to train them. And there's guys with far better forearms than me that do directly train them, which goes to show that training them does work as well. So there's two sides to that. Great question though, Frankie. All right, next question. Bro, the bandana makes you look like you're from the 80s. Kind of cool, actually. I'm going to stick with the bandana. I was thinking about just putting it on for short-term reasons. I was like, maybe I'll just put it on, My forehead wasn't looking too good, and so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna put the bandana on. And actually, you know what, I'm gonna stick with it. I really like it. Obviously, it's a lot easier to film and record with the bandana. I don't have to hold the mic in my hand. So for practicality reasons, it's also, good. I can just put the mic, attach the mic to the bandana, and I don't have to worry about holding my hands in the gym, holding the mic in my hands in the gym. It makes my life a lot easier. But in terms of the fashion sense as well, yeah, man, I love the bandana. Lee Priest used to wear the bandana. I think Jay Cutler made the bandana famous. A lot of pro bodybuilders used to wear it. I think Flex Wheeler used to wear it. Like, there's something anabolic to wearing a bandana. Wearing a bandana, rumor has it actually, the science tells you, they did some scientific studies that if you wear a bandana, you actually immediately gain like another 10 pounds of muscle. It makes you more anabolic. It makes it easier to build muscle. You feel like you're from the 80s. You feel like a golden age bodybuilder. And it just makes you way more anabolic in the gym. So I'm going to be wearing a bandana from now on, 100%. This is staying. It's the Jay Cutler effect, baby. All right, next question. From I Am Bros Karma 2700. Nice videos. How often do you deload? Good question. I deload once every 2 to 3 months. More like 3 months, closer to 3 months, but at least once every 2 to 3 months, but probably more closer to 3 months. The stronger you are, the more you need to deload. Elite powerlifters that are a lot stronger than me, they deload more than me because the weight they're using is so much heavier that their central nervous system fatigues at a faster rate. The stronger you are, the greater the need for a deload. If you're John Hack, or you're one of the best powerlifters on the earth, Russell or he or elite guys, you probably need more deloads than me because you're freakishly strong, and your CNS deadlifting 700 plus pounds is gonna take a much bigger hit than a guy like me that only pulls, I pull in the 600s. If you're pulling in the 800s, that takes a lot more of an effect on your CNS than a guy that pulls in the 600s. And then a guy that pulls in the 400s is not going to need a deload anywhere near as much as a guy like me. Like if you're a beginner lifter, you don't need I don't think I had any deloads in my first few years of training, just because I wasn't lifting heavy enough weight to warrant having a deload. You only need a deload when you're lifting weight that warrants having a deload. I'm relatively strong now compared to how strong I used to be, and my CNS, my body needs a deload. But now, but when I first started training, I didn't need a deload. I just didn't. My body didn't need it because the weights I was lifting didn't stress my CNS enough. So it really comes down to how strong you are. The stronger you are, the more you need deloads. If you're a beginner, you probably don't need any deloads, to be quite honest. Great question, though. All right, final question from today's video. Are you from England? Yes, I live in England, live in London. Ethnicity-wise, I'm quite mixed. I'm quarter English. Actually, no, I'm half English. No, I'm a third. No, I'm trying to break down the percentages. I'm a third English, a third Colombian, and a third Palestinian. So I'm like one third, one third, one third. So I'm a third white Anglo-Saxon, I'm a third Latino, and I'm a third Middle Eastern Arab. That's my ethnicity. But obviously, I grew up in the Middle East. Actually, I spent a long time in the Middle East as a kid in Dubai, growing up there. So I grew up in Dubai, spent a long time there. I also grew up in England, so moving back and forth between England and Dubai. So yeah, I spent a lot of time in England. I went to school in England as well. Went to school in Dubai too. So I'm English. Got a very broad ethnicity, quite diverse. Yeah, and I've also lived in quite a few places. So I'm an Englishman. I consider myself an Englishman. I always will. I love this country. I love England. I do think England, though, is experiencing a lot of problems. So I do think England is, to some degree, a failed society. I think there's a lot that needs improving here. And London, it's a very dangerous place, which is sad to see. There's a lot that needs to change, but I love this country. It's a great country. I love the history and heritage of this great nation. I love Sir Winston Churchill, as you can tell by my videos. I love the king. I'm a royalist. I always will be a royalist. I love the monarchy, and I love the history and heritage of our nation. So I'm an Englishman through and through, and yeah, God bless Sir Winston Churchill. All right, that is the video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Nick Kajazi, the founder of the Mendez Cartel, the Natty King, the last true Natty Crusader, the one true heir to O'Hearn's Natty throne. Guys, subscribe to this channel. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Join the Mendez Cartel. I'll put that link in the description. I can really help you in my community. And as always, people, long live King Charles III, and God bless Sir Winston Churchill.